Hello children, welcome to class 4. Today we are going to see the next unit. Before I move into the next unit, let's revise whatever you have studied in unit 1. Okay, so in unit 1, what is the poem you have studied? Yes, wake up poem, right? Who wrote this poem? Yes, C. Fletcher. So, what the poem says, wake up, it's a lovely day. Oh, please get up and come and play. The birds are singing in the trees, and you can hear the buzzing bees. So, who is calling now? Yes, so this it's just between brother and sister, and then the clock. Everyone is calling the boy to get up. Right? Will you get up in the morning early or late? Yes, when you go to school, you will get up early. But nowadays you are at home, right? Are you getting up early or late? You should get up early because everyone got up. See, you wake up, the lovely day, the day has come, the night has gone and the day has come. And what else is singing? The birds are singing and the bees, everyone are working. If you sleep, it's not good, so you also have to get up early. So that's what this line says. And then wake up. See, for some of you have done like this. If your mother wake you up, you'll say, mom, I need 5 minutes or 10 minutes, or you will just close your ears with your pillows. So you do like this. In the same way this boy is also doing. It's much too late to lie in bed, so hurry up, you sleepy head. So the sister is calling him to get up, and then this boy is, oh no, see this boy, he's closing his ears with his fingers, and then he wants to sleep a little more. And then wash and dress and come on out. Everyone is up and about. The cow, the horses, the ducks, and the sheep, the tiniest chicken, cheep, wake up. See, listen. So once you get up, what you will do? So you have to wash, that's a bathing, and then you have to dress up yourselves. So this calling, so you have to get up. See, because only once you get up, you have to wash yourself. So every day once you get up, the first thing you have to brush your teeth, and then you have to take bath, and then you have to dress properly. You should not avoid bathing, so bathing is very important one. Okay, and then so in the morning the boy is sleeping, and who else are wake up? See, the cow are wake up, and then the horses, the ducks, sheep, and then chicken. What is chicken? Yes, the kid of a hen. Okay, so everyone are wake up, so you also should wake up in the morning. The sun is ready, everyone woke up in the morning. You also should wake up in the morning. So that's what this poem is telling. So we also should wake up early in the morning. Okay, now why everyone disturbs my sleep? So she was thinking like that. First alarm clock, and then it was broken, and again birds were singing, and other day the birds were gone, and third day sunlight, and the next day what happened? The clouds covered the sunlight, so the sunlight also did not come. And next day what happened? The mother came and saw she already got up. Who? Neha. Yes, Neha already got up, and she was asking her mother, Mom, did you wake me up? Mom said, no, I didn't wake you up. You just yourself, you got up. And she was thinking, how can I got up? And she was thinking like that. And it is really because the first day, who got up? Who woke up her? Yes, alarm clock. Second day, birds. And third is sunlight. So automatically when it used to get up at 6 o'clock at particular time, it will become a habit. So this word says, if you follow any rules, anything for 21 days, it will become your habit. So in the same way, that becomes a habit to got up at 6 o'clock. So and then she was thought, okay, it's already I got up, okay, I should go to school. Will you go to school on Sunday? No, right? And Neha's mom said, no, it's today's Sunday, so you need not go to school. And she was like, oh, but she was happy about it. So from next day onwards, she got up at 6 o'clock by herself. No need of alarm clock, no need of birds chirping, or no need of sunlight. So she got up by herself. So you also should get up by yourself, and you should not think why mom is doing like that when they wake up you. So you must when you come to school, you should come to school on time. So before 5 minutes you should enter the school gate. So to enter the school gate before 5 minutes, you must get up early so that you will reach the school early. Okay. What is the prose you have studied, you have revised? Yes, Neha's alarm clock. So I'm just recalling the story. So this story is about Neha, and she has a alarm clock in her house. So what is her habit is she likes to sleep, she likes to get up very late in the morning, and then somehow she rushed to school, but she somehow reached the school on time. Okay, so what happened one day at 6 o'clock, the alarm clock starts ringing, and it irritates who? Neha. So what she did, she just took her pillow and closed her eyes and went back to sleep again. Okay, and then immediately what happened? She got a sound like something has fallen. She turned herself and saw that the clock is broken now. So if the clock is broken, the clock will not ring again in the morning, right? So that she was so happy. She thought, okay, tomorrow morning I can sleep longer. I can sleep longer time so that no one can disturb me. And then tomorrow morning comes and there's no clock now. So no clock rings. Now what happened? The birds. So next, first the clock, and next from the window the birds are coming and singing, and the sound of the birds wakes Neha. And then she was again she was irritated why these birds are singing in the morning, and she was like telling like that, and then somehow we got up from bed and went to school. And third day what happened? So third day the birds didn't come, but who came? Yes, the sunlight. The sunlight, everyone will rise up, right? That's what we saw in the poem, right? So the sunlight comes through the window, and again she got irritated why the sunlight comes through the window, why now we move on to unit 2. So in unit 2, the poem we are going to see is about our human body. Okay, so before I go into that, you all know what are the parts we have, right? It's like a external part, that's outward, like a head, hair, ear, eye, mouth, nose, tongue, finger, and foot, so leg. And you have studied in grade 1, grade 2, all the classes you have studied, so you know well about it. Now in this part, so you just touch your, can you touch your head? Just touch your head. And then hair, see the hair is on your head. Now touch your ear. So just feel it, how it made, how God created our ears, eyes and all. Just touch it and feel it. And then eyes, touch it, touch your eyes. And then touch your nose. And then touch your mouth, tongue. And then fingers, just move your fingers. And then hand, and then leg. So have you touched? You have feel, right? Now just take your hand from head, before your hand, just from head, before your face. See on your face, keep your hand on your face, and just from head, from forehead, and then move your fingers, move your hand from forehead, eyes, nose, and then what? Mouth. Yes. See, can you just from forehead, eyes, it's all like equal. Something is coming out now. Just you have to move a little bit your hand, right? For what? For noses. So that's what we are going to see in this poem, noses. Okay. Now I'm not going to finish entire poem with just a first stanza we are going to do, and the next two stanzas will be continued in the next class. Okay, next video I will teach you. I looked in the mirror. Okay, just if you have mirror in your house, just take your mirror. If it is small, or if you have mirror in your bureau, just go near the bureau and look at yourself in the mirror. Okay, and look at your nose through the mirror. Look at your nose. Okay, it's the funniest thing. Is it look like a funny? Funny means just you have seen a Joker, right? When you look Joker, what you will do? You will laugh, right? Because he looks so funny. But here, when you look at your nose, not others' nose, not your mother's nose or your father's nose, but your nose. If you look at it, is it look like a funny thing? When you look at your face, will you laugh? No, you'll say, oh, how beautiful I am, how handsome I am. You'll say like that, right? But the poem is telling it's a funniest thing, the way it grows. See, when you were small, did you have this much of nose? Now what you have now, it will be very small. The for small baby, the eyes will be small, the hands will be, you will touch them. If you have babies at home, you can touch them. So if you touch them, you'll say, mom, very small nose, very small eyes, right? So this also, when you were small, the nose also will be small. So as you grow, the body parts, the eyes, the nose, everything will grow, right? And then, so the way it grows, stuck right out where all of it shows. See, just to see the nose. So everyone, not everyone will have the same nose. See, if you have your, just check your nose and your mother's nose and your brother or sister siblings nose and your grandmother, if you have, just see, is everyone nose are same. But in a family, if a father have the nose, the son or a daughter will have the same nose. That will become because of gene. Okay, and then so it just stuck right out. It just it's like coming out, right? On your face, only nose is looks like it's just coming out, and there are two holes. So how we breathe? We breathe with two things, right? With our nose as well as with our mouth. So mainly we use for breathing nose, right? So that's what this poem is telling. This with this too little, it's very small, but once if just close your mouth, close your nose, don't try for so long, just for 1 second. Okay, don't try, and then immediately you cannot breathe, means you will just you will feel something bad. So this too little, it looks very small and very little holes, but it helps us to breathe the air. So it is very important. Okay, it will be continued in the next video. Thank you.